guess what's happening? So now you like Beyond Burgers? You like Beyond Meat? They're doing it now with bugs. Coming soon, faux meat burgers made from maggots and mealworms. Growing numbers of producers are exploring insects as a source of protein. Yeah, no kidding. Diners have increasingly warmed to the idea of burgers made from peas and coconut oil, crab cakes crafted from artichokes and kelp, and chicken nuggets formed from gluten and tapioca starch. Big food producers are betting they'll soon welcome crickets, beetles, mealworms, and maggots into the mix at well. Hey, hang on. Are they trying to cheat us with this bug meat? There better still be at least 30% fecal matter in those patties. Come on.
I want every last bit of what I got coming.
That's right. Hey, chicken and tuna made from vegetables, cellular culture, or insects, we know the demand for it will grow much more than what we're seeing today. You know vegetables scream when you cut into them, right? Does anybody remember? Does anybody remember?
I do.
You remember that story, right, Kurt?
Yeah.
Plants produce an ultrasonic scream humans can hear when stressed or cut or attacked by insects. Is there anything anyone can't eat these days that won't fucking scream?
We gotta get,
I don't know. Sand? Can we eat sand? Everything's vegetables are screaming. I'm not making that up. It's here on my paper. No, that was a real study. Right?
I know.
That was a real study. They did a study, and there was it ultrasonic?
Yeah, some frequency.
That we can't hear, that the plant emits. It's like, oh, you're killing me. Quit cutting me.
What?
If you can put a microphone under a fucking lawnmower, oh, boy. The screams you would hear.
That means that vegans really aren't better people. They're just a kind of serial killer, basically, now.
Especially if those vegetables are in your cereal. Oh, come on. Hang on. I'm getting messages. Hold on. They're making burgers from everything that literally eats shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, those maggots, and yeah, they literally, that's great. Rick, that's Rick Overton's joke. Nice job.
Isn't that, I mean, for years, I heard this when I was a kid, like the shellac they use to make candy bars shiny, that's all ground up beetles and stuff, right? Like, is this like news that they're going to start sneaking bugs in the food? I think that's been like, do you remember when the Nestle beef, there was a big controversy because in England they found out it was horse meat.
Oh.
And Stanhope had that joke of how dare you feed us a leaner, more nutritional meat.
Oh, but people don't want to think they're eating horses. That's it. Yeah. Although vegetarians wouldn't eat them, insects are, after all, animals. Bug evangelists say that 2,000 or so species of edible critters have a lower carbon footprint and require less land than livestock and many grains. And and they're easy to hide in foods too, right?
I mean, they're probably in there. It's so filthy how that stuff's made.
Yeah. Mealworms are clean, odorless, rich in minerals and vitamins. Crickets and grasshoppers are loaded with protein. Fruity fly larvae, most people call them maggots, have a mild taste and light color, so they're easy to hide in foods. I know they're easy to hide in foods. Wow. I've eaten at Taco Bell. You know, come on. Come on. Come on. God, what if they inspected one of these bug hamburger things and they find it contaminated with cow meat? What are they gonna fucking do? Okay. Barclay Pick predicts annual sales of edible bugs will grow to $8 billion by 2030, from less than $1 billion in 2019. A potential challenge to the $30 billion plant-based faux meat market dominated by Impossible Foods, Inc. and Beyond Meat, Inc. Yeah, I know that. Hey, why not feed them puppy faces and call it a Fauci burger? How about that?
They take down the
joke.
flavor.
It's a dark joke. Pound for pound, insects are more efficient than livestock, and they need less space to grow than soy, says Mohammed Asher, Chief Executive Officer of Aspire Food Group, which is building an 11-story vertical cricket farm in Ontario. And insects are one of the easiest things to make delicious. They take on the flavor of whatever you feed them.
Yeah.
Why don't you feed them soulless scientists? How about that? Why don't you see what it tastes like? Again, we're pretty sure eating all kinds of bugs in our burgers already. I'm pretty sure that's already happening. Factory farms are disgusting, so I'm pretty sure there's tons of bugs in it. This is insect farming 2.0, says Constant Tedder, founder of Fly Farm, a startup that builds automated critter factories. Right now, people are making jokes about bugs. Soon, you'll be eating them in your burger. Again, I'm pretty sure we're already doing that.
Oh, wait, Jimmy, I just got a text. I forgot about this. The Kellogg's company got a bunch of complaints during the workers' strike because they hired scabs and people were finding bugs in their snacks and cereal products. So, like, this is just a way to get you used to it.
Get you used to it.
You're going to be seeing a lot more crickets in your cornflakes, guys.
Is that a sugar pop? Or Flying Spark, an Israeli startup, is working on seafood alternatives based on fruit fly larvae that take just a week to reach maturity. One product is a canned tuna substitute that's made by combining protein from the larva with spices, flavoring, and color to mimic the real thing. Hey, I'm going to skip that one. You know what it sounds like to me? It sounds like to me someone's trying to sell a batch of expired tuna. That's what that sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. Gotta go ahead and skip it.
There's spices.
We got spices. We can create different textures, smells, tastes, and colors using the latest food technology, Flying Spark CEO Gronich says. You can get people to try it once, but if it doesn't taste great, they're never going to come back. That's true. It's why no one cares about pink slime. Remember pink slime, ladies and gentlemen? That's what's in Taco Bell, McDonald's, and a bunch of other fast food, and it didn't hurt their business at all because it tastes good, even though it's pink slime. Remember, we did stories on it. Yeah. That's what they make burgers out of, pink slime. Do
you remember, Jimmy, the articles that came out after that story? People were horrified for 1 second and forgot, but there was all these articles defending, well, I, for one, think that is delicious. Like, there was all these, like, senators and articles defending the pink slime use.
Yes.
Like, that's what this sounds like. It does.
Humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Let me read that over. Humankind is not woven. God damn it, I'm having a hard time reading today. Humankind is not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together. All things connect. So if you kill bugs, the animals of the world exist for their own reasons. They were not made for humans any more than black people were made for white or women were created for men. Who said that? Alice Walker. Whew, that's a tough person. Oh,
who's the first one?
The first person was Chief Seattle.
Oh, I thought it said Chef Seattle. I'm like, is this a new bug chef?
No, that's the Chief Seattle. And that's Alice Walker, the famous writer. But for the sake of some little mouthful of flesh, we deprive a soul of the sun and light, and of that proportion of life and time it had been born into the world to enjoy. Who said that? Plutarch. Never heard of him. He's a Plutarch. So that would be the vegans are saying that, or vegetarians are saying that to me, and vegans, that it's not right to eat bugs.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that they're saying, hey, don't eat the bugs.
They're saying don't eat the bugs.
We deprive a soul of the sun.
You're depriving a soul of the sun.
Does everybody know we're going to have too much sun because of climate change? And the reason this bug thing is coming out, it's kind of, I think it's like, you know how green energy versus big oil, turns out they're both big polluters and it's just another conglomerate. This is like the new green, hey, don't eat beef. We're the bug conglomerate that really cares about the earth. And basically, you, the little people, are going to get used to this, eating bugs. It's a step on the way to cannibalism, which I've also seen articles from scientists. Going to have to get used to eating human remains, folks.
No. It's
bad. Remember that controversial Swedish guy? People are going to have to get used to eating human flesh eventually. So this is a step on the way to that. All the people on top are going to be eating beef and real shrimp. Don't worry about that. They're going to have that. You're going to get used to bug. You already eat pink slime. Have some bugs now.
So I was thinking that, and when I first heard about this, I was like, oh, this will be good because you don't have to eat, like Beyond Meat now, it's got the nutritional value of a stick of margarine, right? It's made with the shitty part of the coconut fat, which is not good. And so it's not, okay, again, you're not eating an animal, which is a big plus because I don't want to eat animals because of what all this stuff, like I just think it's cruel and you shouldn't do it. And they have a life for their own life. But my doctor's making me eat it. So I go to I eat the Kobe beef because those cows are massaged their whole life and they live a stress-free life. That's the whole key, to make sure they're not stressed. So their meat stays extra, whatever, tender. And then just right at the end of life, boom, they just kill them and then they don't see it coming. And I said, I would like to live like that. If you'd have given me the first 50 years of my life stress-free with massages all day, I would have been like, and then you're going to kill me when I don't see it coming? I'd be like, okay, do you know how much fucking stress I've had in my life? So I would say 2/3 of my life has been shit away through stress. Really.
Jimmy, are you saying you could be way more delicious than you are?
I could be way more delicious.
You'd have a lot better marbling if someone had cared.
So I do eat the Beyond stuff and the Incredible Burgers and that stuff. Joe Rogan kills his own meat. And people say, well, if you eat it, what do you, that you see we're too much of a coward to kill it? And if I had to kill my own meat, I wouldn't, and I wouldn't eat it. I just can't do it. I couldn't even kill a chicken. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, Jimmy, I'm too lazy to clean my own kills. What are you talking about? It's not a matter of I can't kill this. Like you got to lug that. You got to chop it up. Joe Rogan's in great shape. He can lug meat around if he has to. I'm not doing that.
He can put a buck over his shoulder.
Yeah, that's some real
but I
can't, man.
I can't do it. It's just I'm too much of a snowflake. I can't.
We're all going to be food eventually for the creatures.
We're going to become bug food. Yeah. Wait a minute. I become bug food. The bugs are going to fucking eat me.
And they would do it sooner if they could. As Dr. Fauci's puppy experiments have shown us, they don't wait till you're dead to start eating you.
Yeah, those insects will kill you. They're parasites. When I go in the grave, they'll eat me, but then I'm already dead. So that would be like if we were eating already dead bugs. That would be okay, right? If you ate already dead bugs. That's like I say if you could eat, like a cow that's like sick. Like if he was already sick and then they put him out of his misery. I'll eat that. I think that's okay.
Can vegans not ride in on motorcycles from the bugs going in your mouth?
So that's another thing I said, right? So I was talking to a vegan friend of mine who is against eating bugs, saying that it's cruelty and all that stuff, which it is. And I said, but you drive at night, right? And they said, yeah. I said, so why is it okay to kill bugs? Because I don't know if you looked at your windshield after you've driven at night, but it's full of bugs. If you've driven on an interstate and you got to get anywhere. So it's full of bugs. That's what you have and so that person said, yeah, but I'm not doing it intentionally. Yes, you are. You know that if you drive at night, you're going to kill bugs with your car.
Yeah.
So why is it okay to kill bugs if you need to travel somewhere, but it's not okay to kill bugs if you want to eat it for nutrition? You're not even going to eat those bugs. You're just killing them.
Manslaughter. That's all it is.
That's right. And that's just murder, and then you're scraping them off of your windshield. Does anybody, what do the ladies have to say in the room about this?
Well,
you're not a Misha, are you a vegan?
Yes. Misha is a vegan.
And what do you think? Talk on the mic.
I save spiders.
You save spiders.
I save spiders, so
I
won't
would
be
too.
eating bugs. But I also totally understand it and know that there's a lot of cultures around the world, and that is their main protein source.
Right.
So I'm not that opinionated on it, but I won't be eating the bugs.
Okay. She's not going to be eating the bugs.
There was something.
You just killed a bug.
Yeah, it just flew. It was a gnat. I didn't like it.
She killed a bug right in your face. She did that. She did that at you.
I quit.
Yeah. See what you did?
Well, Jimmy, did you know that from a BBC article, we've been eating insects our whole life because it's in red food coloring.
No.
So if you're horrified by the thought of eating insects, the bad news is that you've probably done so many times.
Of course.
Because they're in yogurt, ice cream, fruit pies, soft drinks, cupcakes, donuts. And it's the red, the insect used to make carmine are called cochineal and are native to Latin America where they live on cacti.
That's what I was talking about. Beetles, they ground them up and it's like this shiny thing and they get all kinds of food additives out of it.
So people who are vegans have probably eaten bugs and they don't even know it. Is that what you're saying? How could that be vegan?
I didn't want to break it to Misha right now. Well, come back over.
What?
I know all of the. I know so much extra information of the things I'm not supposed to eat. Like the things I didn't know before I was vegan, then I would research and find exactly what Kurt's saying out and start taking those things out of my diet.
Oh.
But yeah, they're definitely hidden all over the place, and different sugars even. And
Really?
Get ready for this. Lipstick.
Lipstick has bugs in it?
Because of the red food coloring.
Oh. You got to get the non-bug lipstick. You get that? Misha gets that. There's vegan lipstick.
Vegan lipstick.
Hey, how about you? Yeah. Oof, tough life. This is a tough life, I'll tell you that. This is tough trying to be a good guy. Isn't it, Kurt?
Listen, I thought my sister's vegan and my relatives are because they were Hare Krishna. And like, I thought veganism was some kind of like Hindu thing that dates back to whatever. It's just a bunch of rich people came up with it in the 40s. So everybody knows. And you should look it up. The names they were going to go with instead of vegan are hilarious. Like, I don't know what the moral, that seems like I understand like the cruelty part. That makes total sense to me. But the thing of with the web of life, and that means humans get eaten and everybody gets eaten. Like, what are you not supposed to do that? Why is it set up that way? I don't believe I wasn't meant to eat meat. Clearly, apes eat meat if they get their hands on it. Just gorillas don't. But that's we're omnivores. That's what everything's designed for. It's not a moral. It's like having a moral about, I don't know, some other bodily function that you just do to survive.
But yeah, I hear what you're saying. But so here's Chief Seattle. Now I'm going to guess that he killed buffalo because they used to. So I was watching Joseph Campbell, and the way they would run the buffalo off the cliff, and all the buffalo would fall out, and then they would go down and they'd have all the meat, and they would have it for the winter. But they felt guilty, and so they had these myths and these ceremonies that where they would honor the buffalo, and where the buffalo got to marry the chief's daughter, or these. I'm good, right? And if you listen to Joseph Campbell, and so it's all these things that make them feel okay with doing that, because I think they had but he would say so. Anything. So that's weird.
That's true what he's saying. We do to ourselves. I think that's exactly true.
That's right. That's exactly true. That's exactly right. So whatever you do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together. All things connect. So the bugs are going to eat me when I die. But they're not going to kill me, but maybe they will. What if I get Zika virus? Or what if, right? If a bug kills me, I'm going to be upset I didn't eat
I don't know who's
burger.
going to judge me for this crime of bug killing. Not the bugs. I mean, who? Bug Jesus? Who am I going to face on my dying day that's going to be like, come on, those bugs, you didn't even care? I have to admit, I didn't, Lord.
I didn't used to care about bugs, but now I guess we have to. Everybody come see our live stand-up shows. We're coming to Raleigh, North Carolina at the end of January and Philadelphia in February. See you there.